You see the headline there. Would the left sacrifice Obama? Many people will say they sacrificed a former president, maybe even the president that was just in office. They sacrificed his presidency for some greater gain, or maybe this bigger vision. Go back to JFK. Was that a sacrificial lamb? Was that really a hit by the mob, by the Russians, by the Cubans? Or was it planned within? This great escape, we're going to talk a little bit about California. It is happening. 4 million people a year are packing the U-Haul and fleeing these blue states, these blue state disasters. But why? Because the politicians there see you, the American worker, as a walking ATM. They take your money, let crime run wild in your streets, and then forget you exist until they need your vote. The August recess is coming up, and all of these people in Congress are going to be back in your states, your counties, your local TV, doing interviews just in time for high school football season to kick off. They're going to be at all the games, shaking hands, kissing babies. While you are busy building this country, raising your families, they're in their ivory tower universities, churning out social justice warriors who couldn't change a damn tire. This is why we need a fighter, a leader who puts America first, not these globalists elites, someone who fights for the forgotten man, who builds the cars, paves the roads. Many of you are blue collar. I know I am. The one question I have throughout all of this, these documents that Tulsi Gabbard has found, the documents that show that there was a mechanism in place, a tripwire that was installed, was this evidence left behind on purpose? You can't tell me that the people that were in charge under Barack Hussein Obama were gullible enough, were dumb enough to leave this stuff behind for people in Trump's cabinet to just stumble across. I do not believe that the Democrat Party, the DNC, is that dumb. Now, I'd love to ask this question. Would the left sacrifice Obama's legacy? I believe they would. I believe it is openly there for debate. And I would love for somebody in the chat to convince me that they wouldn't, because I can guarantee you the exact moment that a headline member of Obama's presidency is indicted, fundraising will go through the roof. And I have proof of that. Go back and look at Donald Trump's fundraising the minute they indicted him, the minute they impeached him. Every time they did something to Trump, his campaign got stronger, his coffers got fatter, his support grew. I believe that the Democrat Party learned a valuable lesson. They need a victim. Everybody wants to be a victim. Think about all the TikTokers and all this other stuff. I'm losing my EBT. Victim. Donald Trump just revealed the truth about a corruption cover-up that Barry and the establishment media have worked for years to bury. They told you it was a scandal-free administration. Folks, that was one of the greatest, most audacious lies ever perpetuated on the American people. What Trump and his administration is now uncovering isn't just a skeleton in the closet. It is the entire cemetery, and it proves without a shadow of a doubt what you and I have always known in our hearts to be true. The whole thing was rigged. Have you noticed the drive-by media, the reaction, the panic, the predictable, coordinated effort to change the subject? Their tricks, their playbook, it doesn't work anymore. And that's why you're here, because you know for the next few minutes, we're going to do what they refuse to do. We'll follow the facts. We're going to connect the dots. We're going to provide political analysis to reveal the stunning truth without fear or favor. Why? Why did they have to lie? Why the grand charade about being scandal-free? Because the Obama agenda, the radical fundamental transformation of this country, could never survive the bright light of day. It couldn't withstand the scrutiny of a free and informed people. I got to play this clip for you. This is going to blow your mind. The lady speaking was a Biden White House aide. Listen to what she says about the whole autopen disaster.
We never print out any presidential document that requires the signature unless it says in writing, ready for AP being autopen. Then myself or any of my former coworkers would take that document, walk it up to the 5th floor of the executive building, and we would hand it over and stand there, sign a piece of paper with Office of Records Management. Records Management has the key, they press the button, and they go ahead and execute that autopen signature. I take it, go to the West Wing, give it to the staff secretary. They will verbalize to me I can prepare a press release, but we wouldn't do any of that again until it was also in writing by the staff secretary, and then we disseminate to press. So there's a whole process that is required to be cataloged. So when you hear someone say, I don't know who told me which way or whatever. Well, even look at the recent New York Times article. Joe Biden said, I was responsible for all of those 1,000 plus pardons. And Jeff Zients, the chief of staff.
I cannot even decide what the biggest scandal is, and I'd love for you to let me know in the chat. Gabrielle Cuchilla, she tweeted this: "For the record, I live a happy life, everyone." That is like putting up the wooden cross that she's not gonna go to the Hillary side. This is a carefully constructed op that maybe Barack Obama was involved with, allegedly. But what's the biggest scandal? Is it autopen? Is it Obamagate? Is it the Russia collusion? Was it Butler, Pennsylvania? Ronnie Millsap could see all of this is connected. Do you remember the old choose your own adventure book? You're on page 6. Do you go in the cave? Yes. Turn to page 17. You got eaten by a bear. You went back to page 6 and you made the other choice. Don't go in the cave. You walk down the path. Oh, you found grandma's house full of hot buttermilk pies and biscuits. This is the choose your own adventure novel that the Democrat Party put in place. If one path failed, let's have a backup. 8 years of Obama, he taught us one thing. He taught America one thing: to hate each other. You saw it, you lived through it. It was about apologizing for Americans, American greatness. On the world stage, Obama went on an apology tour around the world. The very people who built this nation and love it don't need to apologize. And every time you dared to point it out, every time you questioned the narrative, they called you a name. It's their only move. It's all they have. They've ran out of other games. Donald Trump said it is best. The hunted has now become the hunter. Donald Trump has flipped the script on the Democrat Party.